Happy National Red Dead. Happy National Redhead Day, everyone. If you can't tell, I'm a redhead, so I'm gonna milk this. So it's National Schmiddy Day. But anyway, I thought I'd make a video. There are a lot of people coming to me. Schmiddy, what do you think about the new hunter? What do you think about the new hunter? I see a lot of people debating, like, is he broken? Is he balanced? Is he bad? Is he awful? In this video, I'll cover all of that. So sit back and let's dive right into it. So to start off the video, we are going to just look at his abilities. So I think everyone has seen what he can do when it comes to jumping. His jumping is broken. His jumping's broke. He's the most mobile hunter in the game, and Sangria came out last year. He's just absolutely busted when it comes to jumping. By that sense, you can't a hunter you can't kite is broken. By that definition, a hunter you can't kite is broken. So if we look at it, let's just watch this video together and just react to it, because I actually have not seen any of his jumps. I've just heard people, so let's look at it together. I mean, he can literally jump anywhere. He is jumping in every corner of the map, in every which way possible. I mean, you can't get away from him. And I think I read his stats. He's almost as fast as Witch main body. You literally cannot kite him. If we just look at his, just his full presence, like just jumping, he is so mobile that you cannot get away from him. If he wants to stay on you, he can. If he wants to get anywhere, he can. Now, as this plays, I'll talk about what I think you can counter him. Grave is obviously a huge counter. Ada is obviously a huge counter. The tanks. So the traditional characters that counter Goatman will counter Hunter Mike. I'm not saying Hullabaloo or however you pronounce his name. I just can't. But look at these jumps. It's insane. I saw some on Leo's memory that are actually insane. He can go from outside factory, jump, and then he can go through the wall into factory. I don't know if they're going to patch that, but what we see from this is he's unkiteable on paper. Like when you're looking at him. And shout out Zeus, by the way. I see Zeus fighting all the online warriors. Zeus is correct. In my opinion, he is very good. Is he as good as Sangria? Probably not. But a hunter that you cannot get away from is broke. And now we have 4 of them with Hunter Mike, Goatman, Ivy, and Sangria. So from a competitive standpoint, I see a lot of people arguing. Well, if I'm playing him, can't I just go counters? Can't I just go Grave? Can I go Ada Puppet? In a tournament format, you won't have the luxury of picking these survivors. You have to pick these survivors versus Goatman as well. You have to pick Puppet and Ada versus Sangria, right? So first round, you play these hunters. Okay, now 3 survivors are banned. Okay, how am I gonna? Okay, so when he comes third round, when Hunter Mike or Goatman come third round. So now you have to start thinking of the aspect of him himself might not be busted. He might not be the most broken hunter in the game, which he's not. I think Sangria is still the best hunter in the game. But when you take into account of everything, you have all these bans. Hunters now have options to counter your team comp. It's not like traditional Sangria first round and then Ann or whatever. It's now first round, I have 4 hunters I can use. Whatever 4 survivors you go, I can literally counter you, which makes the hunter broke. It's like a square it's a trinity, but tree is 3. It's just a group of hunters that all have counters that complement each other. So if I counter Sangria, here comes an Ivy. If I counter an Ivy, here comes a Goatman. If I counter a Goatman, here comes a Hullabaloo, right? So looking at these jumps, he's just absolutely busted. I want to take a pause here. I need to see him. I need to 1v1 him. And we're going to get into a video later that Kirishiro actually made. That is such a good video. So informative. He makes amazing videos, by the way. And we're going to dive in because there is a strategy that if you go into the corner and play with the colors, you can counter and kite him. However, I do need to see that with a pro hunter, such as Sprinter or such as, when I scrim other teams. I need to see that in action. But if we just look at him, he's not absolutely the best in the game. But when we're talking about hunters that are so good, he's going to be better than Ann, in my prediction. A lot of people predict he'll be better than Ann. If he is better than Ann, who is right now the third best hunter in the meta, of tournament meta, because Goatman's not in it yet. If he's better than And, that means we have 4 hunters better than And, which means 4 hunters are first, second, third round viable. So the state of the meta we're going into is just hunter, 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 hunter. Like, Koa will be hunter-sided. You guys have to understand, Koa last year was hunter-sided, and it was the most hunter-sided game ever, and we just had Sangria. Now we have Goatman, Ivy, and Hullabaloo. I don't think people understand. You can say all you want about counters. You can say all you want about, Sangria might be better. When 12 survivors are banned in a tournament, or you're playing rank and 2 survivors are banned and you don't know what you're going against, unless you pick Grave and all that, you can't counter him, right? So in Kirishio's video, you can clearly see he made a whole video about corners, and I will link the video down below. Go check it out. If you go into certain corners, you can't be hit, really. You just can't be hit. So if we go to like these special corners over here, then not every corner will work, but you have to rotate the color perfectly to hit. Now, Kirishio I didn't notice this when I was saying he was broken, and this doesn't really change my mindset. I do think he's still very good. We can see some corners, look, barrel blocks it, so it's very precise. Now granted, the ping is 250, so I have to see what good ping, but people are blowing this out of proportion. I do not think this will be a huge impact. But then the counter argument, here's another video, the last video I'll show you guys. A video from Twitter, very well-known person on the test server. Watch how they kite by using corners. So they're 2-color right now, but look. Now, I think the hunter should have switched colors earlier, obviously. The hunter should have switched colors earlier, but look, you go into a corner, they have to switch. He balls, doesn't get hit because it's not red. They have to switch. So he's in a corner again, they have to switch to red. Obviously, the cooldown, they can't yet. He's able to leave. Right when the color switches, he goes back into the corner. So, this was a video trending. You can see the power of understanding his cooldowns in the corners. So, we have to see it with a pro. When I 1v1 Sprinter, I'll know further in depth. But corners seem to counter Hullabaloo, right? It's a very gray area. If we watch that again, I mean, I want your thoughts in the comments. Do I think he's broken? I have to see. Do I think he's tournament meta? He will be tournament meta. But we have to see versus good hunters, and this corner thing it might make or break him. We have to see. However, on paper, a hunter that cannot be kited is broken on paper. Let's be honest. Now, poor Zeus. I saw him fighting people that were saying, "Well, what about Lizard?" All the new hunters are prestiging the old hunters. Sangria is a better version of BQ. Ivy's a better version of Dream Witch. Hullabaloo is a better version of Lizard. You see, and Goatman is just Goatman. So, what Lizard? Lizard is a delayed jump, falls down, slow swing. Hullabaloo, lightning fast, has not just a jump, has shadows, has everything, has a kit. So, that argument I don't really see, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave in the comment section below what you guys think of this new hunter. I'm back in the US next week, so better mic quality is coming soon. I appreciate all of you, especially the redheads. Happy National Redhead Day. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a great night, and take care.